This is the case of Robinson versus Grigori. You all have been together for 1.5 years and have been married for just 4 months. Is that right?
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay, why have you brought your new wife of 4 months to court today?
Your Honor, I'm here today to have some questions answered regarding the fidelity of my wife as to whether or not there's been any cheating on her part. There's been some red flags and some other issues that I need answered.
And Ms. Grigori, what does it feel like to be accused by your husband of just 4 months of being a cheater?
It's horrible. I'm stressed out every day. I can't go to work and do my job. Every day I'm crying. Every day I'm pleading with him. I can't think straight. I can't concentrate. No matter what I do, I can't do anything or I'm accused.
So what do you hope to prove today?
I hope to prove my innocence today.
That you're not cheating?
Exactly.
I really love this woman, and the things that I've seen and heard have pretty much driven me to the brink. I don't know if I'm coming or going. And I mean, these answers today is what's going to really decide for me what lies in the future and what direction I'm going in. I mean, this isn't easy for anybody, but...
So I see no trust in this 4-month-old marriage.
Early on in our relationship, several months into our relationship, her youngest daughter and her little friend there had made some pretty unsavory comments about her doing some unsavory activities with another man.
What were you told she was doing?
There was that mom had, you know, expletive with this other man, right? So then this becomes a joke whenever Luann's at work and I'm home. I got these kids running around the house making whatever kind of innuendo they want, whatever kind of joke they want.
It wasn't. They didn't sit down there months.
You were at work. How do you know?
Because you would call me.
Ms. Grigori, have you had relations with another man?
I have not.
Why would your daughter or her friend say this?
She was being mean, and I from this moment, always say how ignorant she was, and I tell her all the time. Because now she's like, I'm tired of hearing Tim. I don't want to hear him saying stuff anymore. And I'm like, yeah, but you caused for Tim to say those things.
So what your daughter and her friend did has destroyed the trust in your relationship with your husband.
Well, there's a lot more to it than...
It has, but it's not only that situation. It's anything, though.
Mr. Robinson, what else makes you think that your bride of 4 months...
The thing with, we had an argument, I go to leave the house, she asked me to leave, so I go to leave, and all of a sudden, as I'm leaving, she shouts out the door to me. I'm yards away. She shouts something to the extent of, oh, and such is not your friend. Like, you know, is this, you know, was it more of like she was savoring an infidelity? Like, oh, yeah, and by the way, if you only knew about this guy, but the way that it manifested itself was, hey, that's not your friend.
Okay, so Ms. Grigori,
like the sex life, when we first got together.
Well, hold
okay,
on.
wait. Let me make sure I understand what you're saying. You're saying you believe that she threw him up in your face like, and I'm doing something with him too.
That's exactly what I'm saying, because why would he even come up in her mind in that context?
Right, well, let's ask Ms. Grigori.
Because I had seen Tim's friend. We were at the grocery store. We were outside. Tim's friend had seen me and approached me, and he asked me, he said, where's Tim? And I said, Tim's not here, he's at home, and, you know, that was pretty much the end of it. Then he started talking to me, and he was saying how he sees Tim, you know, he goes, I see everything posted on, you know, Facebook and stuff, and he goes, don't worry. He said, I'm on your side. I'm not on Tim's side. He said, he goes, I had some, you know, doubts about Tim. He said, I had some doubts about Tim in the beginning and whatever. I was just so angry because I'm livid about every single day I turn around. You're a cheater. You're a cheater. It's not fair. It's just not fair to live your life like this every single day. So I was angry and mad and upset, and I said, yeah, well, you think that your friends are your friends, but they're really not your friends. That's the only reason why I said it, because I'm angry. I'm so stressed out. I'm stressed out to the max. I can't even.
Ms. Grigori, I can see that you're hurting. But I can see you're hurting too.
Yeah.
I know that it hasn't been this way. You've only been married 4 months. There had to have been a time where it was passion and love.
Well,
can you tell me about that time?
When I met her, we hit it off. Everything was good. We didn't even have sex for the first month and a half, 2 months that we met, and that was different for me than the women I'm used to. So it really like attracted me because I thought this woman's more modest and she might be more trustworthy. She might actually be looking for something real.
It sounds as if you've been cheated on in the past, because you said she seemed trustworthy. Have you had
I've
this
been
happen
cheated on in the
again?
past. Yes, I've always been loyal. I'm looking to something real. That's what I'm doing. That's who I am. Because I'm 41 years old. I'm not here to play games. I already sowed my wild oats.
So you have had someone cheat on you in the past?
I've had many people cheat on me.
Just about everyone he's been with, and that's the problem.
Because I'm not all that.
Then you come and you meet me who, you know, I work. I've been working since I was 18. I have a job. I've made a career for myself. I don't go out nowhere. I don't hang with friends. I've always been home with my kids.
Right, all this
Wait.
stuff.
I looked at the happy photos that you've submitted to the court that are part of your file. So I know what it looks like. This isn't it. This is not it.
Coming up.
So a long time ago, we made a decision about how we would fight. And one of the things we said was we would never call each other out of our names. The other thing is if I say I need space, he just backs up. Now, he may want to just continue, but he backs up, and I do the same for him. And then that gives us time to put the words together that need to be said. And the other thing, the number 3, I want you to hear me, Mr. Robinson. We don't bring up the past. We deal with what we're fighting about right then. We even went on and found your dating site after we saw your court papers.
Because you all met on a dating site, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you had your dating site, and you had up, you were a student that wanted a relationship. And you had your career choice, and you said casual dating, no commitment. Clearly, you moved past that point and got married.
Yes.
Ms. Grigori, was it always like this?
Not until your daughter.
I want to hear from her, please.
Kind of. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad.
Well, what was it like in the beginning?
In the beginning, it was fine. It was fine in the beginning. Things were okay.
Okay, just okay? I mean,
they were okay. There was an incident. Nobody had spoke upon it, but there was an incident where I had spoke with somebody that I didn't even know knew Tim. And I'd spoke with him on the dating site like 3 or 4 times. I never met the guy. I never spoke to him. It was just like a, hey, how are you doing type thing. So ever since that point, it's been, oh, you're messing with so-and-so. You're messing with so-and-so. You're probably here. You're probably there. It's stressful. I can't get a shower when I want. Before I leave for work, if I get a shower, that means I'm being clean for him. If I come home, I'm in a medical field. I work in the medical field. I come home, I want to get a shower and feel clean. You're washing him off. I feel for Tim more than I have for anybody in my life. He showed me, like, no one's ever given me attention. I've always been the person that's always, like, giving to everybody, putting myself aside for everybody else. And it just drew me to him. And then I had to go through all this and be accused of this every day, going and just sitting at home feeling like I'm a worthless piece of nothing every day. And I can't live like that no more.
this has been a decline in your sexual activity.
There's been a slight decline in the rate of incidence of the sexual activity. The quality has been a vast decline.
But
you know what
how
I'm saying?
would you feel?
The quality is like, come get it while you can. You know what I'm saying?
But how would you feel if every day you're at work and every day you leave the house or every day you're home and it's like, you're cheating. I'm on my phone.
How would you feel?
Ms. Grigori.
And Mr.
All I do is sit and cry every day. I go get a shower, I cry. I can't take it no more.
And we're asking you about this. We're not trying to be personal, but one of the signs of a spouse cheating is a marked decline in sexual activity.
Yes, and I understand that.
Okay.
But Cutler, he's accusing her daily of cheating.
I understand that.
And she's
Daily, it's like 24 hours a day.
She is like, I do not want to have sex with somebody who's accusing me of cheating, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
A
should've told
woman
the kid to
needs
shut
to
her
be
mouth, maybe.
romanced, and there has to be a piece of peace with that. And if she feels harassed and maligned and attacked, she doesn't want to have sex with
But
him.
what he's saying is he believes there's somebody else, and that's what the decline is.
I think she's too tired to do anything else. She is physically and mentally worn out by his accusations.
But even her daughter has said she's been with somebody else.
But my
you-
daughter just did that because she was just trying to make it so that Tim leaves.
Okay, Mr. Robinson, do you want this relationship to work?
Do I want this relationship? I would have never married this woman if I didn't love her with all my heart. So obviously, yes, I want this relationship to work.
Tell her what you love about her.
I love you because you stood by me more than any woman ever has. And when I think about another man desecrating what we have, it makes me sick.
I understand that, but you still can't go around accusing somebody.
Talk to him, not to me.
You
Talk to
can't
him.
go around accusing somebody day after day after day and calling people the things, just saying things to people that are horrible. The things that you say to me.
And you say things to me that are
No,
horrible.
it goes above and beyond. The things that you say to me are unbelievable. How many days have I gone and not even gone to work? Because as soon as you start telling me that, oh, you took a shower and you cleaned yourself, I call and say, I'm not coming to work today. I missed work just because of you accusing me.
The way you're depicting
Mr.
it right now.
Mr. Robinson, I have a very hard question for you.
Yes.
If today's results support what your bride is telling you, that she is not cheating, are you going to be able to let go of past relationships and all the ugly that went with them and move down a path of happiness and trust with your bride?
That's what I want.
All right. You're going to have to embrace letting go. You cannot bring all that junk to this relationship. You are destroying her. Another question asked, which was, from December 2016 until now, has Ms. Grigori had sexual contact with any other man other than Mr. Robinson? What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector show?
The lie detector determined that, without a doubt, she was being truthful.
I am so happy for you, Ms. Grigori.
Did you hear today's results?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay. Can you say back to me what those results were?
You asked her whether or not she had sexual intercourse with my friend that she met at the grocery store, and the results indicated that no, she indeed did not have sexual intercourse with that person. You asked her if she had been unfaithful sexually with any man or had sex with any man other than myself since December of 2016, and the test indicated that indeed, no, she has not.
All right. So what does that mean? Your wife has been...
That means my wife has been faithful to me.
All right. You need to embrace that. Now, when you have arguments, and you're going to have arguments, it's going to happen, some of them will get heated. You can't throw up the names of any other men, whether you actually were with those men or not. You can't do that. That is a recipe for disaster.